Okay, net neutrality. I'm on a roll today. All right, so the whole net neutrality thing, it's gotten repealed. Well, yeah, I guess yeah, I'm happy with that. Um, I would think so. I mean, I am a capitalist, and net neutrality. I don't think anyone's ever made an argument from a free market perspective that net neutrality is upholding the free market. If somebody wants to make that argument, then it's I'd be happy to hear that. And I don't think so. In some rare circumstances, you could make an argument in the mixed economy that you have to sort of do things to cancel out other things, or you can only do progress towards a free market in certain increments, and you'd have to make some argument there to even begin to be on the right basis of being in favor of net neutrality for me, because I don't see net neutrality as a free market alternative solution, or free market proposal in any way. You know what? I want to tell you a story though. I was talking to somebody years ago, and gosh, this must have been somewhere around 2007 or 8, 2008 or 9, and he was talking about net neutrality, and he said he really liked the idea of net neutrality, and he said, that'd be really good because things should be more neutral. It should be more like, equal. Like things should be more equaled out because, there's a lot of, it's not really fair, with the internet the way it is right now, because there's, there's like there's popular websites out there, and then there's unpopular websites, but all the people, they're going to the popular websites. But that's just so unbalanced. So if we had net neutrality, what we could do is we could slow down the popular websites, and then we could speed up the unpopular websites, and then it would kind of balance things out more. It you because you're kind of, if you just let people to go to whatever website they want to go to, you're kind of prioritizing that data, aren't you? You're not supposed to be prioritizing data. Um, so you're just making things more neutral by doing it this way. So anyway, that was his concept of net neutrality. And you know what? Yeah, it was evil, but it wasn't that. He kind of did apply a lot of the principles. It's just sort of how far do you want to take it? How do you want to interpret those concepts? Neutral. He took the evil philosophy kind of where you would expect in a lot of ways, or at least one way. He was the same kind of guy that whenever we would disagree with something, he would just say, "Oh, that's your opinion." So yeah, he in a lot of ways he was a nice guy, but yeah, he had some very bad philosophy that just messed him up. And I've met a lot of other people that pull that's your opinion crap, and that's one thing I cannot respect, especially on things that are not just opinions. If you like vanilla more than chocolate, that's your opinion, okay? I can understand there are things that are subjective, and there's some things that are somewhat subjective, or it gets into the craft of whatever it is. And but then there's knowledge. There's a difference between knowledge, which is in the domain of facts, and the objective and subjective. And these people, this is not the topic, but I'll add this. These people, they don't like the idea that there could be something true and false, because then that would mean they would have to win that argument. But if there's no argument to win, there's no such thing as true and false, then hey, they can't lose. It's like you're playing chess with somebody and you're about to get checkmate, and rather than cheat, they just sort of throw all the pieces on the floor and say, hey, we're not playing chess. There's no chessboard.